I made one of the worst purchases I've ever made recently, and I want to talk about it in this video to hopefully keep you guys from making the same mistake. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Films by Color, where we talk about collecting boutique physical media here on the channel. Blu-rays, 4Ks, if you like that kind of content, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And I want to hear your comments on this one because this is a story. So if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that I buy a lot of things from eBay. I'm a big proponent of buying things used. Most of my collection back there, I bought used on eBay, or sometimes I find some really good deals in secondhand stores. I'll find some rare out of print stuff there, but most of it comes from eBay. I like to keep up with the trends, keep up with the prices, see what things are going for. I have a lot of items on my wish list that are long out of print, limited edition items from the big boutique labels like Criterion, Eureka. A lot of the UK labels do limited editions and they go out of print, and then the price skyrockets on eBay. And I am usually pretty good at being patient and waiting until the price drops, or someone will post it way below the standard price that it's usually going for. And I've had some really great pickups over the last year. This was another one of those. It was an item that I had been looking for about a year. I saw a listing pop up and it was way cheaper, way below what other people were asking for it. So I jumped on it, and then it went off the rails from there. StudioCanal is a label that I've started collecting recently. Just last year, I started with the Third Man 4K release. This is a gorgeous release. Then my second one, they did another beautiful release for The Wicker Man. This was also a really nice eBay find. And then I went ahead and got the Lavender Hill Mob as well. So they've been doing these really nice 4K box sets. They look great together. This is StudioCanal. It's a UK label that I'm just now getting into for the first time. So I've been going back and looking back at the catalog, seeing a few other releases that have already come and gone, out of print at this point, limited editions. And I came across their release of The Lady Killers, which is another Ealing Studios film, just like the Lavender Hill Mob. Also stars Alec Guinness. It just got a beautiful 4K restoration recently, and they put out another oversized box set, limited edition, long sold out. I had to get my hands on one, but every time I saw it pop up on eBay, the prices were insane. It was well over $100, $110, $120, $150 for this release. Very limited, and people did not want to give it up. And that's just more than I want to pay for something like this. I usually like to wait, like I said, until I can get a good deal on it. All year, I was pretty much checking eBay. I saved the search. I was seeing every time one popped up, always too expensive. Finally, just a few months ago, one popped up for a really good price. It was a Canadian seller, and they had it listed for only $43. And I got so excited. I was like, I have to buy this. It seemed a little too good to be true. It kind of was too good to be true because it came from Canada, so the shipping was pretty expensive. It was like $14 for shipping. But even with that, 43 plus 14, $57, that's still less than half than what all of the other sellers were trying to sell it for. So I went for it. I bought it, I paid my $57, and I've got my Lady Killers 4K limited edition box set right here. Oversized, hard box, inside, packed with stuff in here. First of all, you get a nice booklet in there full of essays and background and information about the film. You've also got a stack of art cards in there. And then you've got this beautiful digipack with so many discs in here. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 discs in here. You've got a 4K disc, you've got 2 Blu-ray discs, you've got a DVD, and you even have the soundtrack right there. Anything you could ever want on the 1955 film The Lady Killers is in this box. I have no problem with the release itself. The release is wonderful. Happy ending, right? I got it for a good deal. End of story. Wrong. It was not a good deal. That's not the end of the story. I have to tell you one more thing about the listing. Check the listings, people. Right under the price, right under the shipping, there's going to be a little bar right there, and that's going to say import fees due prior to delivery. And I saw that. I didn't overlook it. I did see that message, but I was like, it's only 50 bucks. What could the import fees be? How bad could they be? What is it, 5%, 10%? I don't know how the tariffs work. I don't think anyone understands how the tariffs work, but I was expecting it to be like I said, 10%, $5, $10, maybe $15 at the most. It was not $5, it was not $10, it was not $15. I got an email from UPS on delivery date, so the date that the package was supposed to be delivered. I got an email from UPS and they said, we're not giving you your package until you pay us our import fees. I clicked the button to pay, the price popped up, and my jaw hit the floor. I was appalled by what I saw. $37.89, more than half the price of the item. From Canada, just right up there. It's not even that far away. And they wanted me to pay $37.89. And I had no choice, so I was not gonna get my package. I had already invested $57, way more than I wanted to spend on it, way more than I was planning to spend. Still under $100, still under what a lot of people were selling the same thing for, but it was just a horrible experience. Like, to go from getting a great deal on something and being so excited to just completely just heartbroken at how much I spent for this thing. I'm sure I'll have a great time with this release. Grace and I are gonna watch it together. I'm sure we'll have a fun night. I'll have a good time going through all the special features and supplements on the discs and reading through the booklet, but I definitely learned my lesson about import fees. Don't take a chance. It's not worth it. It's always gonna be way more than you expect. Hopefully this is a good warning for everyone who's watching this video so you don't make the same mistake I did. I guess I'm just not gonna be able to buy this stuff from other countries anymore, which is a huge bummer because I've bought so many of these releases back here on eBay from overseas, especially the UK. So many of my favorite boutique labels come from UK companies like StudioCanal, like Eureka, like Radiance, like Indicator, Powerhouse Films. Arrow UK has their own special releases that come out that we don't get in the States. This is just stuff that's not released here. There's no other way to get it. So I'm just gonna have to rely on American sellers. I guess I'm just gonna have to wait until another American seller sells it to me, which is, like I said, a bummer. I hate it. I want to support these boutique labels. Of course, I will buy their stuff new when it comes out now, but a lot of this stuff, like I said, is long out of print and I have to get secondhand. There's no other way around it. So who knows? This is something I'm gonna have to navigate. Hopefully they chill out a little bit with the import fees and tariffs and everything, and it's not as big of an issue moving forward. So that's it. That is my cautionary tale for today. Hopefully you found it helpful. Hopefully it was useful for you. Let me know in the comments down below if you've had any run-ins with import fees or tariffs or any of this stuff. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to learn from you because I still don't know too much about how it works. All I know is I had to pay a bunch of money to get this delivered to my house. And I don't want to do that again. So I'm going to have to change my buying habits, change my collecting habits in the future. Not happy that I had to pay that much, but very happy to be the guinea pig for you guys. So if I helped anybody avoid the same mistake, this video will be worth it. I'll be back with more videos about collecting physical media very soon. But until then, keep collecting. Just don't ignore the fine print.